We have been traveling today since what time?
We got up today at, our wake-up calls were 5:30.
Yeah, it was
Wake-up calls were 5:30.
Really.
And then we went to Glasgow Airport, woo, hometown. And then we got to Amsterdam maybe like an hour ago, maybe?
Yeah, an hour ago.
And you didn't sleep on the plane. You had like 5 coffees. I was out.
Yeah, I had like 5 coffees. I didn't sleep last night. I've been actually like preparing myself for this because I'm so excited.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so thanks for
It's been planning this for a few days, so I'm really glad we're actually sitting down and recording. We've planned it for a few days because what's sad is that now that you're on Raw and I'm on Smackdown, we're not going to get to see each other anymore. So this is actually kind of our last day together.
It really is.
Ever. No, not ever.
Can I steal you from Alexa Bliss?
Oh. Oh, you've got too much going on right now.
I do have a lot of drama.
You've got a lot going on.
I am a little bit of a stirrer.
You've got a lot going on right now.
I do. I have a soon-to-be ex-husband and a very hot, steaming boyfriend. His name's Bobby Lashley.
She describes him as hot.
Steaming hot.
Succulent.
A body of a god. If you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, like literally. Whew.
So we are on a time crunch.
Yeah,
but, but here's the thing with makeup, like
you've come a long ways.
I've come a long way. I would never even have done makeup if it wasn't for being in this industry. I still am gaining my confidence with makeup and doing it by myself. You know, when I'm at television, when I'm at Raw, Smackdown, NXT, you know, we have these fantastic makeup artists and hair, you know, stylists who really just
Are you kidding me? This is for someone that's not into makeup. Are you kidding me?
Like,
look at this.
Actually, so I counted.
This is way more brushes than I have. Like,
so,
what?
So I have, honestly, so I counted.
And there's a whole bunch of more brushes down here, by the way.
So I have like, well, I picked up my favourite ones. I've had to really, this didn't come naturally to me, makeup, and I've had to really learn different things and what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what I'm comfortable with, what I'm not comfortable with, and because we do, you know, we need to do our makeup for our live events, we do it for our appearances, and if you're out there and you're thinking, oh, I don't know, like I'm struggling with makeup too, or you know, I worry that I don't do good enough job. I've felt all of those things, especially the insecurity, because you're like, I see the way like, you know, Lana does it, I see the way like Alexa does it, I see the way all the
Natty does it. Natty's a friggin' professional makeup artist though.
You know,
like,
these are all professional makeup ladies, and they do such an amazing job, and you just have to not stop, and you just have to, honestly, don't compare yourself, because you know, my face is different from everyone else's, and everyone's different.
Basically, besides that, we've been traveling all day long. Okay, my skin is really broken out. I'm not even gonna talk about that situation right now.
So this has helped my skin so much,
and this helps with.
This is when I'm just everyday bare minerals, tinted moisturizer.
Oh, this is bare minerals?
It's not good for shows.
Oh, is this like tinted moisturizer?
Yeah, and it's just it's super light. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
You go.
I'm kind of.
So I like to start with the eyes, because I always get so much like dust off, like when I'm doing it. So then I don't want to do like my foundation. I try and always do my eyes. So what I do is I've got this palette. It's the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye, and I always use. You've seen me at TVs. I don't use any shimmer or shine. I just like matte. I just like some soft browns.
I love matte though. Like, you know, a lot of, you know, your best friend, your BFF, your best friend forever, Alexa Bliss. I know she likes her like sparkly and all of that, and like that's great and all, but I like a good matte.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, sometimes it's good for some shimmer. I mean, mind you, I wear a lot of sequins, so that's enough for my shimmer.
So another little thing is I have a lot of brushes. A lot of brushes. And I like to keep them clean, because honestly my skin is so prone to breaking out. So Cinema Secrets, or you can use a shampoo.
Clean your brushes. See this, guys?
So
right now what's happening is because I did not clean my brushes.
Now keep in mind, guys, this, like I said, I'm still gaining confidence in what I'm doing. So, but basically, and I always try and like, I don't want to ever put too much on, so I try and tap it, and then I just
I'm gonna have you go like that. No,
so see along here.
You keep on looking forward.
What's this called?
You go like this.
What's this part of your eye?
That's called
this bit.
The crease, maybe?
So I just put a really soft brown.
I do that too.
I like those brushes.
I think I just bought them from Ulta.
And
so you're gonna do it in the crease.
Yeah.
That's basically what she's saying. She's gonna take this little taupe and Kat Von D right here, And she's going to
tap.
Yes.
And it's such a subtle effect, but
Yeah,
for me,
and it
like,
really makes a difference.
now sometimes I use a brown eyeliner pencil, but sometimes it looks, even the brown makes it softer, but I actually like to use eyeshadow as my eyeliner, and I just get a little bit of dark brown here. So I've got the really dark brown here. I know this one's completely fallen off, but this one, and then I just kind of, and keep in mind this is like a very, you know, this is like a
light.
I might make it a bit more dramatic for like live events,
okay,
but for just what we're doing right now,
right.
And then I just put it in the corners here, so like, and then we just do really lightly. So see that? Like, it's just.
Oh wait, did you just do it on top? Which one do you use? Okay, the dark one. The dark one. She's using the dark one in Kat Von D.
And then I just try and do a little, like, just along here, just the outer corners, just a little bit underneath, just to add a tiny bit. Really, it's the mascara that I'm like, and then I like to try and blend out too. So I'm always like, if it feels like it's too severe, like I want it soft. I just want it soft.
Yeah.
Which to be honest, it might be way too soft, but it's okay.
You know what is a little
Everyone's
bit hard
different.
right
You do what you're comfortable with. You can use black too if you don't want a. If you don't want to
using the dark brown in Kat Von D.
And if you want, I just keep to the outer circles. And if you want a wee bit more, you can use black, or you can just keep adding. It's really up to you.
But you know the one thing, I don't know if you knew this, you know that opens up your eye by doing that?
The outer bit?
Like doing the outer side only?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm always, like, sometimes that's why I don't like using the pencil, because I do too much of like a line, and it's just a line.
Oh no, that's the thing is like, if you do pencil and you do what we're doing right now and you're going just to like the top and then right there, it basically is, you're gonna have to really go in and smudge it and like,
yeah,
for it to be like.
That's why I like the shadows. It keeps
Me too. I love shadows because it's like really, it just blends it in.
I will say one thing we're not gonna do today is false eyelashes.
Oh no, I can't stand.
I still. Even after all this time, I still cannot put on false eyelashes. I need the makeup ladies at TV there.
Yeah, no, I just curl my lashes. Do you do any face makeup?
I do. I just always start with the eyes.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do it a little bit. So I use the Benefit, the roller lash, because I'm too lazy to curl my eyelashes. And this kind of does the same thing. So I do just a little bit here.
I'm going to... I always use, you guys know I love my CoverGirl because I just love a good waterproof mascara. You know what I mean?
And I see sometimes like the bad thing about not curling them is I end up with like little clumps in the end. So what I like to do is I'll just get like a little, where is it? I'll get something like this and I'll just kind of brush out these, see the clumps at the end here? Which I think you're supposed to, like, if you start from the root and then
that's like really curly. I really like these darker. I don't really do darker eyes, so for me this is like a different vibe.
So we have Studio Fix Fluid, SPF 15 Broad Spectrum MAC. Yes, I put a little bit on my hand, and then this is my favourite brush, which Natty actually got me onto.
Oh, Natty!
So I just try and, like, with this MAC, what I've kind of discovered through a lot of error, I just use a little bit. So I just, and I use with this brush, and I just kind of go around like that, and I just try and, like, use that kind of motion.
Do you do the round, the...
Sometimes I do the dab, and then sometimes I catch myself doing the circle.
I mixed a little bit of darker because I am a little bit darker than her. So, oh yeah, definitely darker.
And it's just such good coverage. MAC is like the best coverage. But if you use too much, you have to really, like, you risk it. Like, you have to, like, not use too much.
So mine, I could definitely use a little bit darker, but so I'm gonna mix actually some NARS real quick in here, just to make it all blend.
Well, I also use a tiny bit of concealer because I've got bags under my eyes. So I use, this is the one where I always use too much.
I have some bags under my eyes right now.
So we just use a tiny bit. And, too much came out, but it's okay. And then I use this brush, where is it? I use this brush, which was recommended by Natalia. and we just do a little bit.
I actually have that exact same brush.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it very. I'm just gonna keep it very light. Because like I said, if I use too much concealer, like it's all about balance for me. Like I find myself I use too much, or then I don't use enough, and it's just. Yeah. And it's just honestly, it's just about trial and error.
It really is.
And I just try and do really light and not a lot and let it build, because you can always add, you can't really take away, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I use, sometimes I use this if I want extra coverage, and that sets my foundation. It's MAC Pro Wear. I think it's, what is this?
Oh my gosh, that's Studio Fix?
Studio Fix foundation.
I have Studio Fix too!
Oh, there we go.
Stop it!
Oh, there we go.
This is my dark Studio Fix, which is really dark. That's what I use for contouring, but then I have Studio Fix.
Oh.
Look, this is my lighter one.
There we go.
Look at this. Oh my God.
So
That's
for
crazy.
me, I'll use this to like, especially under my eyes, because they'll start like cracking a lot. So during the day, I'll probably just do a little touch up like this. During the day, if I'm going to be all day wearing my makeup, and I just kind of get my, like, just the little things. I don't really like to set my foundation with this because it's a little bit too much coverage. So I use like a white translucent setting powder. So then take a brush like this, my little puppy sparkly one, really light, and then tap it, and then we just kind of set the foundation.
The thing, yeah.
And then we just do a little bit, try and keep a really gentle hand here. I don't even know if that's right.
Oh yeah. No, because that's we're taking the shine.
Yeah. I just want, especially my forehead at TVs gets really shiny, and it's so funny because I'll do my makeup and then I'm warming up and then I'll keep touching my face because I'm sweating, and Alexa's always like, Nikki, stop touching your face. You're taking your makeup off. So she's been really good. She'll be like, okay, you need.
I touch my face all the time. Like my makeup comes off me all the time because I am always. Yep.
So then what we want to do, and just for the finishing touches, I really just want to warm up my face a little bit, just because I am so pale, and if I don't warm it up, I can look really, under those lights, look really. So I have a little contour
But that's kind of like your thing that you do, you keep it on the neutral side, right?
I try to. So here we have the light to medium Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit.
Ooh!
So I like to use
this. I've never used this before. I've heard so much about this though.
So I like to use, and I always like to try and like soften the brush before I use it, because sometimes it can be hard.
She has so many brushes here, by the way. Like I'm sure.
I have 60. Seriously, I have 60. I counted it one day when I was cleaning them all.
60?
I have 60.
Oh. 60! I thought she said sexting. And then I was like, wait, is this a sex anniversary like I had recently? 60! Oh God, I love your accent. Okay.
So this is
60. You're nuts.
So this is when, this is still something I'm picking up is the contouring. What I try and do is just take the light one, and then I just try and do, I try not to do too much, but I just put like a little bit, see along my ear here?
Oh yeah.
And I just try and like,
from the
because if I go too far down, I feel like I'm going to drag down my entire face.
Oh.
And I don't do any, just little light brushes.
I just slapped a whole bunch on me.
I'm also a big blender. Like my mistake, I probably overblend, because then you can't even tell I'm doing it. So I try and blend that out. Like I said, I probably blend this too much, because I don't want
like marking.
I don't want like.
I'm also trying to like make my face the same color as my body right now.
This is my favorite part. Actually,
I'm just like using all the colors on her palette right now.
You're gonna laugh at me. Yeah, because you've got like the lighter colors here as well, which we can like add up here and add up.
So this just all comes in one thing. I'm like obsessed with this.
So this is my favorite part. I actually love blush.
Really?
I love blush. I think it just adds so much color. But you have to be really careful. Like, don't use too big a brush. I use like a brush like this, like an angled kind of brush. But for my blush, I like a coral. Like, so I like a light, like that kind of color.
A what?
Coral.
A coral. A coral.
So then I do this, do my little tap. And
I love me some blush, let me tell you.
It just, like I said, for me, being so pale though, I need to make sure I don't put on too much. And I need to make sure it's the right shade for me. But just a little bit of warmth here.
Love blush, guys.
Just a little bit.
Everyone knows that I love me some blush.
And then, like I said, once again, I definitely overblend, but I just try and make sure that there's no harsh lines or harsh circles.
You know, for me, this is a very different vibe because I usually don't do this dark of eyes, so I love it. Guys, and Nikki said she couldn't do makeup.
I can.
I don't know what she's talking about.
This is just what I do, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are really good at makeup out there, and they're like, Nikki, what are you doing? No. Eyebrows and lipsticks I always do last. So for my eyebrows, I use the
eyebrows. Exciting.
medium brown Anastasia, and I just do. So I've got a little thing here.
Ooh, I have that one too.
So I think that's yours.
Oh my gosh, guys, look, I have mine as well.
So I do the light.
Did Natty teach all of us this? That's what we need to ask ourselves.
So I just
Secretly.
So I try not to look like my eyebrows are overly coloured in. I just need a little bit of, just a little bit. Because if you leave them completely, it doesn't look right. I don't like them overly done. So I always put the light colour on and I focus that on this part of the brow. And then when I get to my tails, the tails of my eyebrows, that's when I switch to the darker one.
Oh,
so I don't do the full. I try not to do the full eyebrow.
The same one? Oh, mine's just a little darker.
Yeah, yours is a little darker. And I also get, so I have to get, like, I have really bushy eyebrows, so I need to get them like waxed every 2 weeks.
I have really
But
bushy
I've had to do
eyebrows,
3 weeks because we've been on tour.
I know.
But keep in mind, usually we can add like a little bit of highlighter here if we want.
Ooh,
a little bit of highlighter.
I love highlighter.
I have the Benefit one. I love Benefit. And then
I've never used that one.
Yeah, I love it. And then with highlighter, I use a really light hand because everything else I do is so I just do that, little couple of dabs, and then we just do just along here, just above the brow bone. You probably should do this before you do your eyebrows in case you get anything on it. Like I said, you can make this more dramatic, you can make it whatever you want. Makeup is like whatever you're comfortable with, and I think whatever you're comfortable with. Yes.
So wait, which one do you use? This side?
I use that side. Well, either or. I've got like a fan brush too, so you can use the. Oh, there's my fan brush. I knew I had one. You can use this for highlighter too.
Ooh,
whichever one you feel. Use that one. It's clean. It's clean. I use Cinema Secrets, and for my last, my last step.
I would love your last step.
Let me see. Oh,
I'm obsessed with this highlighter. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Who gave you this highlighter?
I bought it. I don't even know how I discovered it. I just thought it was so pretty. Like I think someone used like a pink,
oh my god, I'm literally obsessed.
Someone used something similar at TVs. And then I went and bought it because it was
oh my god, I have to go buy this. Guys, this is Benefit.
Benefit blusher and Benefit highlighter.
I'm gonna go buy this like right now. Benefit. Yes, love
Cookie.
it. Yes, I absolutely love it. Oh my god.
And then for the last step, I have really dry lips, so I always use a lip balm. Now usually I've got my other one, but I left it at my sister's house in Scotland, so I had to buy Burt's Bees, which is fine, it's good. There's another one that I love, which I'll send you the link to so you can put it in. It's like mocha rose or something like that. But this will do. So we put in a little lip balm just because I have such dry lips.
I have really dry lips too, so this is amazing.
And then for me, so what I use Velvet Teddy by MAC. This is like I said, with my lips, I kind of keep it pretty much like everything else. I just keep it, I like a colour that's close to my lip colour, but I've done it before in the past where I've went too pink, I've went too light, I've went too dark, and it's took me a long time to kind of figure it out. So I get a lip brush and then I just,
I don't know.
And all I'm doing here is just warming up my lips a little bit. And it's so funny because this is the makeup I did when I was with Sanity. The only difference was I wet my hair a lot.
Ooh.
We're not going to do that today because I'm getting over the cold.
Yeah.
I'm getting over the cold.
And she's going outside in the rain.
In the rain for some sightseeing. But with
we'll
Sanity,
do that another time.
But with Sanity, my look was very much the same. Like, you know, I always try and keep a very minimalist look, like I wasn't wearing any, but definitely was wearing some under those harsh TV lights.
Yeah, you did the same makeup. You just added like the wet hair, right?
Yeah. And then now I just kind of, you know, just do a couple of beach waves, do some beachy waves, and just do a little bit more. Like, I'm not afraid to do a little bit more, and like, you know, Lexi's helped me like gain some confidence with like putting on a little bit and like, you know, not being, you know.
I'm surprised you haven't done pigtails yet. That's like her thing.
Like, oh my god, I don't think I have the face. I don't think I'd sit that.
That's not true.
I don't think I'd sit
you have a beautiful face.
So I think I need a little bit more lip. So
now we're gonna have to like at a different time because she has to run. We're gonna have to definitely have her come back and show us how to do the wet hair, because the cool thing about wet hair is like wet hair can be used so much for fashion. So if you know, you can go and make it really stylized and walk on a red carpet, you know, do all this great things. And so we'll have to just do it again.
I'd love to do it again.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much, Nikki, for coming on.
And thank you for putting up with my weird organization
I'm
skills.
literally obsessed with the product that you use. Thank you so much for like putting yourself out there and showing everyone that we can all learn how to do makeup. You're amazing. You're so sweet. I wish we had more time. We have so many stories.
We have a lot of stories.
But she truly has evolved her character so much. So
I think the major thing is just don't beat yourself up. I'm not amazing at makeup, but I try. I'm getting there. I've got some really good people around me helping me, so don't.
I learned from her just now. I'm literally going to buy this product.
Stop.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Lydia.
I'm stealing you from Alexa Bliss, my new best friend.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.